Okay, so verbs, they are words that express action. What else do they do? They don't all express action. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Some of them do what? Anybody know? No. Some of them link or help other verbs to the rest of the sentence. Okay? All right, so verbs express action, but some of them are linking or helping verbs. Those verbs either link or help other verbs to the rest of the sentence, okay? So the best test to figure out if a word is a verb is to say, is this actually something I can do? Is it an action? Or to memorize what the linking and the helping verbs are. So if you want to know what the linking helping verbs are, it's is, am, are, was, were, have, has, had. Okay? These are the linking and the helping verbs. These are not actions, but there are not very many of them, so it's not that hard for you then to just memorize them. So verbs are either words that express action or they're linking or helping verbs, okay? Or they can express a state of being. Now, why do you think it's important to be able to identify what a verb is in a sentence? Yes, because in order for you to have a sentence, it has to have two parts, right? Well, really, and I'm going to say 4 requirements. Sentences have 4 requirements. What are they?
Period.
Yes, 1 would be punctuation, all right?
Subject, verb.
All right, subject would be 1. What part of speech are subjects?
Noun.
Nouns or pronouns. Very good. So subjects are nouns or pronouns, all right? What else does every sentence need to have besides punctuation, subjects? What was the other one you said? Verbs, okay?
And then a conjunction.
Nope.
Just kidding. A sentence has to be a sentence. Capital letter.
Yeah, is that what you were going to say, or you need ready? All right, capital letter. Okay. So these are the 4 things that you have to have a sentence. So when you rewrite your rough draft for your final draft, I'm going to be looking for this, and I want you to ask yourself, do I have every single one of these things? Do I have punctuation in every sentence? Do I have a subject in every sentence? Do I have verbs in every sentence? Do I have a capital letter? Okay? And when you write in your journal from here on out, you need to know that when I check your journals next time, I'm going to be expecting them to be dated, and then I'm going to expect when you have a 4-sentence minimum for all of your sentences to meet these requirements. Otherwise, they're not a sentence. Okay? Everybody got it? So here's why verbs are also important. Verbs can help you figure out what the subject of the sentence is. So here's a test. If you can find the verb, you can find the action of the sentence, then you can ask yourself, what is performing this? What is doing this action? So verbs give you a test for the subject. So once you find the verb, it makes it really easy to find the subject. Unless it's not an action, and then it's one of our linking and helping verbs, but you've memorized it, so then you can find that. Okay, so let's talk about what else do we know about verbs. Verbs have what we call number. Anybody know what that means? Bryce. Not right now. The bell's going to ring in about 4 minutes, so you can go then. All right, so verbs have number. What does it mean for a verb to have number? Anybody know? No. All right, let me rephrase it like this. If a subject or a noun has number, what does that mean? It means a quantity, right? So can nouns be plural or singular? Yes. How do you make most nouns plural? They're put an S. All right, but no, not ing. So to make nouns plural, you usually add an S or an ES, unless it's an irregular noun. Like the plural of child is Children. So that's one a case that is an irregular noun, right? Okay, so if nouns have number, then guess what? Verbs can also have number. Did you know that? Verbs can be singular or plural. Anybody know the rule to make a verb singular or plural?
Isn't it it have like a preposition or something or something?
Nope.
It's like if something, and then it makes it back.
No. So here's how it works. To make a verb singular, you actually add an S. To make a, hang on, to make a verb singular, it's the opposite of how you make nouns singular or plural. So to make a verb singular, you're going to add an S, and sometimes it does an ES. To make a noun, now can you guess, to make to make a verb plural, what are you going to do?
No, it's like
It's the
it's like the whole
no. To make a verb plural, you take away the S. It's the opposite.
Oh, I get it.
All right, you get it? So to make a noun plural, you add an S or ES. To make a verb plural, you take away the S or the ES. It's the exact opposite. Okay, everybody listen. For homework, I would like for you to do exercise 1. So if you look at this subject verb agreement packet, exercise 1 is all that you have to do. If you want to circle it, that's all you have to do over the weekend. Y'all have a great weekend. There are only 8 of them.
One more class left. Oh yeah. Hey,
Exercise 1 in that packet.